everybody. Welcome into HSN. My name is Guy. You know, we are celebrating Customer Appreciation Month here at HSN, and all month long, HSN Cares has been giving away $1,000 every single day to charities nominated by our customers, and HSN is matching customer donations made through our Partners in Giving community page to the selected charities for a total match of up to $5,000 for each charity. Today's charity was chosen by Kelly B. She nominated Nick's Wish, which strives to create moments of joy by granting the wishes of young adults fighting cancer. Kelly is a wish maker where she works with the kids to develop their wishes. She volunteers many hours as a member of the board of directors to assist in annual events. She says, my son Nick was diagnosed with cancer at 17. When he learned that kids over 17 don't qualify for Make-A-Wish, it broke his heart. The night before he passed, he asked me to help other kids, and since 2012, we've granted almost 200 wishes and created priceless memories for these families. So thanks to Kelly, Nick's Wish will be receiving $1,000 from HSN Cares. If you'd like to learn more, go to HSN's Care page on hsn.com, and you can learn about all the charities that have been selected this month. All right, so we are excited about our show today. We've got lots of great things, so welcome in to Now That's Clever.
Now that's clever.
Welcome back, everybody. I am Guy, and we got 2 hours to spend today. It's called Now That's Clever because all the things that we put in the show are really, really cool and clever. I've got some amazing binoculars coming up, so if you're looking for Father's Day gifts, they're binoculars you can record on. They actually have a digital camera built in. That's cool. But my pick of this hour comes to us from Jensen. Jensen's a company that's been around since about 1912, so over 100 years. This is their little beach boombox. It doesn't say beach in the title, but I'm calling that because I'm buying one and I'm bringing it to the dang beach. It is all the technologies of the last 30 years built into one super cool boombox. So get this, you've got a portable AM/FM stereo radio with dual stereo speakers. You've got a cassette player. You have a CD player. And you have Bluetooth. See, all the technologies. The only thing missing, I don't see an 8-track in there anywhere. That's the only thing you don't want to do that anyway. But all those technologies, you can even record your own mixtapes onto the cassette player. The cassette player is down here. And then, of course, your CD player up here. And then, of course, Bluetooth means you can stream all the music on your phone at the same time. They put it on sale, feature price $69.99. And guess what? Free shipping and handling today. It comes in a couple of different colors, but grab this while you can. 749-403. It's very, very limited, and that's coming up a little bit later. Really excited about it. Look, it's perfect size to take to the beach. Isn't it cool? All right, come on over. We're going to get you started. So I've had this in a couple of my shows. I don't know if I've had it in the Now That's Clever show, but I know I've had it, I think, in my Guys in the Garden show. This is a super-powered set of spotlights. The one thing you'll see that is missing, there are no wires with these spotlights, because we all know if you want to put spotlights outside, it's a very expensive proposition, right? Because you got to get out there, you got to run everything. These are called the Atomic Beam Sunblast. You're going to get 2 of these. These things, I have the lights on, but these things are going to actually, they have a solar panel on one side, all right? And on the other side, they have this super powered, see if I can get this thing going. They have this super powered beam. Look at this thing. It is neon. So you would want to hang this like right over your garage, right? Or you could hang it over your front door. You're going to get 2 of these for $29.95. You know, when I come out of the gate, I always like to have something really super duper clever, but not super duper expensive, so that everybody can get it. Look at how it works. So she walks out on her front porch, light goes on. It goes on for about 20 seconds. As soon as she leaves and it stops detecting motion, it turns itself off automatically. No batteries to install. It has a permanent rechargeable battery inside, and that battery is charged every time the sun comes up. So in the daytime, you don't need it during the daytime because you can see everything, but at night, you can put this over your recycle bin or over your garbage cans. You know, you're walking out there, it's dark, you don't want to have to worry about flicking the switch on and off. Nice thing is automatic, totally automatic, nothing to do. Lights come on, take your garbage, put it on the curb, go in the house, the lights turn off. Or if the kids are outside and they're horsing around in the backyard, right, or they're shooting hoops or whatever, the light will automatically turn on. It's great in outdoor stairwells, great around your deck, around your swimming pool. No electricity to run, no wiring to deal with. You're going to get 2 of these for $29.95. Let me introduce you to our special guest. Oh, by the way, item number is 746667. We get busy every time we bring this out. Here's my good buddy Tom Wise to start off. Now That's Clever on a beautiful Saturday morning. Hello, Mr. Wise.
Morning, Guy. How are you, sir?
Fantastic, my friend. I love these. Love these.
Everybody wants a light when they, enter the garage area, when they walk out the front door. Everybody wants light, but nobody wants to put it up. I've had that box of projects. You got to do something like this. You got to pay for Romex cord $1 a foot. Then you got to buy all those bulbs. And it used to be you needed a bulb if you wanted a bright light. You've got lights inside your house right now that are 300 and 400 and 500 lumens. This is 700 lumens. It is super bright. Look at that. and you install this in seconds. And Guy, the brightness we're looking at right now, this is the Sunblast Plus. This is 28% brighter than the one we sold last year, and it's exclusive to HSN right now. You can't buy the Sunblast Plus anywhere at any price. What you're going to get is you're going to get the Sunblast. Then you're going to get 2 3M contractor sticky tapes that you just put on the wall, put anywhere you want, around the house, back by the recycling or the trash, so it goes down when you're taking out the trash. It's perfect. It's simple. Could not be any easier, Guy.
Hey, you know what? The difference between this and regular solar lights, Tom, this is about 1,000 times more powerful. So if you are looking for accent lighting, this is not what you're looking for. This is real light. So, and when you turn it on, because I've bought some of the lights, that are the exterior lights, and they're nice, but they're not really that bright. You can't really see. I mean, they turn on and they're very functional. But if you want to be able to see what you're doing, and I have this sort of pet peeve of mine. I'm always nervous when I go out. I got to take the recycle bin out because it's right at the base of where my deck is. It's kind of dark out there, and I'm always like, my luck, there's going to be a dang skunk out here. I'm going to get some poor, a possum running around and it's going to be all upset at me. And you ever heard a possum growl? They're pretty nasty. So I'd like to have that area lit, but I don't want to have to worry about flicking the lights every time. This is totally automatic, and you're gonna get 2 of these, all right? So maybe 1 for the front yard, 1 for the backyard. I love the idea. If you wanted to put this, maybe back, if you got a pool outside, a swimming pool, and you're like, just be nice to have light out there. The kids are out there doing their thing, or walkways are great. Anywhere that's kind of dark and maybe a little bit sketchy or dangerous, you can have light. And unbelievable amount of light. We're gonna lower our lights here and I'll show you just how bright this is, but I think that's the difference with this and every other one on the market, Tom. These are so much brighter. So all they need to do is detect the motion, and these will automatically turn on. Now, they might not turn on because the ones in the front are on, but you could see how bright these, there they go. You could see how bright these guys are. They are unbelievable, and the light that comes off of them, it's not like ordinary solar lights. This is not like mood lighting. I mean, this is real lighting. I don't know if you could see behind me, but I'm lighting up an entire wall, an entire studio. I mean, look at that. That's one light lighting up that entire studio, and you can see how bright that is. So, I mean, like neon. So it really is great, and for the price, you got to remember, if you wanted to have exterior lights installed, I had an estimate once, Tom, because when I moved into my house down there in, where I live, there was an existing motion light in the backyard. It was way up high. It was above the roof deck, and I could not get the thing to work. There was a switch inside, and the guy was like, "Nah, it needs to be rewired." $500 to rewire. $500 to run the wire, because he said, "I got to go up on the ladder. I got to disconnect the unit. I got to make sure that it was ridiculous." This is $29.95, and you can put it anywhere. And there's no charge, because that light I was talking about was not a solar light. It was a regular wired light. So this is nice because, Tom, you could put them anywhere. As long as they get some sunshine during the day, you're going to have light at night. Uh-oh, we lost Tom's audio. We'll get back. Well, it's all right. We'll get it. It's Skype. This happens all the time. No big deal. But get them home. I want to show you the unit itself so you can see. What I really like about it is for the amount of light that you get from this, it's not very big. And it's very, very easy to install. Now, you have 2 ways you can install it. You can obviously put it on a couple of nails, if you wanted to, but then they're going to give you that industrial sticky tape for the back, so you could really put it anywhere. So if you've got stucco or wood on the outside or anything, it is impervious to weather, so you don't have to worry about rain or sleet or snow or any of that stuff. It's meant to be outside. Everything is all sealed all the way around the front and on the back. Nothing, you can see the attention they put to sealing that on the back. Look at how many little screws, and they put sealant on there as well. This little light right here is how you activate it. It says, very simple, slide it when you want to put it on, and then slide it back if you want to turn it off for any reason. You know, maybe at night you don't want the big bright light out there. You have the ability to turn that off as well. But Tom, for my money, $29, I was saying before, is a lot better than spending a few $100s on getting lights installed.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Guy. I was that project guy. I bought the wired lights, and I never put them up. They sat in a box for 3 years. This arrives, and you have it installed in 5 minutes. State-of-the-art technology, big solar panel. Then you've got LED lights on the sides as well, so it's 120 degrees of coverage, Guy. 65 LED lights. And it's 28% brighter than the previous Solar Blast. So simple. You're going to get the 3M contractor-grade sticky tape. And then as you talked about, the anchors is an option you want to put up permanently. So it goes up in a couple of seconds, charges up in a day, and it's ready to go. It's motion activated. I've got this little flap that represents nighttime, and then I do a little motion, and then it comes alive. It is so bright. You'd be very, very pleased. 700 lumens. It's about 60. That's like a 60-watt light bulb. You don't have to get the engineer anymore.
So we're going to lower our lights again because I really, the most impactful thing of this is seeing how bright they are. Like I said, I mean, I had my choice of any kind of solar spotlights, and these are the ones that I bought. Now remember, they're motion activated. So you've got to, you see me now moving around, so the ones in front are lighting up. And I'll try to get the ones to go off in the front. And you can see, the problem is my reflection off of it is blocking the light. So the ones in the front are lighting, but I want to show you that they will turn off as soon as, if I turn them around here, you can see just how bright this lights up an entire studio. So if you're worried about, look at this. I mean, it's actually crazy. And we don't have much light on here other than some of the monitors. So if you want really, really serious light, this is for you. And I will tell you, you know, to be able to get monocrystalline panels, the panels that they put in here are top of the line solar panels. Solar's expensive. You all know that. Anybody have somebody come knocking on your door and say, hey, let me inquire about solar? And you're like, 20 grand? Where's 20? It's the solar panels, all right? The technology is expensive. It still is. As people try to mass produce it more and more, the prices are coming down a little bit, but be able to get those 2 jumbo solar panels and the lights that go along with it, and know you'll never have to replace a bulb. You'll never have to deal with these things. I mean, it is easy light, simple light that you can put absolutely anywhere. Tom, we got about a minute remaining. I'll let you go over it one more time, but I think these are a done deal, especially for summertime when we're spending a lot of time outdoors, especially at nighttime.
Absolutely. Everybody wants that light to come on when they pull the car into the driveway. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants the light to go on when they're going to go walk the dog or they're going to throw out the trash, but nobody wants to do the installation. It's expensive and it's difficult. No wires, no pliers. You'll receive this in a box. You put on the 3M sticky tape, you find a little space, and it goes up on the wall, and you can forget about it. It charges automatically. It goes on automatically. It turns off automatically. You've got the 25-foot sensor, 120 degrees, super bright, exclusive to HSN. The LED brightness is 28% brighter than last year's model, and that's all sold out. You can get the Sunbeam for about $29 just for one of them out in the retail market.
It's a great deal. We're the only ones that do this 2-pack at this price. If you want to get them home, it's a simple, easy 2-minute project, right? And now you got light. Every time you go outside, you will appreciate having these, especially when all the creepies come out in the middle of the night. Tom Wise, thank you, my friend. Good to see you.
Have a great day. Thanks, guys.
All right, buddy. All right, continue on, 746-667 if you want to order those. Hey, coming up in a little bit, I don't know if you've seen this. This is our Smart Deal launch, okay? And we have the best deal anywhere on this. It's Pure Enrichment. It is our Pure Zone Halo HEPA air purifier. It not only combines HEPA, but also the charcoal pre-filter, so it'll get rid of odors, it gets rid of dust, allergens, dander, all those things that are floating around in the air, and I love the style of it. It's so super cool. Look how it sits right there. There's a built-in HEPA filter inside, and it's true HEPA. It has a little night light with an automatic sleep timer that'll turn off, so it's ideal for the space you're in. It works perfectly in about a 10 by 10 room, so if you want to put it in your bedroom, if you want to have it in the kitchen, or if you just want to have it in your own personal space in your office, at work, or at home, it's ideal. It is the lowest price air purifier for that size room, a 10 by 10, that we carry here at HSN. It has free shipping and handling. It's $40 off. See the multi-stage filtration? It's going to be a showpiece in your house. It's beautiful, and it's so neat. It does all the things that you need to do to clean your air air, and Lord knows we're cleaning everything. Might as well clean the air you breathe. It's $40 off. And it's free shipping, so it could be your perfect first air purifier. If you've never owned one before, it makes a huge, huge difference. 740-557. All right, I know normally we make you wait, but we're not gonna do that today. This is my big pick of the hour. Y'all know how much first of all, Jensen, my very first stereo system was a Jensen. The company goes back over 100 years. Peter Jensen, who created it. They have been creating beautiful sound and beautiful machines for years and years and years. When I saw this, I actually had this put into the show. We had another item in, and I saw this, and I said, summertime's right around the corner. Everybody's gonna want a little boombox, and sometimes they don't want one that's that big. If you do, we've got some jumbos on hsn.com. Some people want one that they could just grab in their hand and take to the beach with them, anywhere they go. So I'm gonna go through the features, but first I wanna show you the colors. So I've got 3 different colors available. It comes in the blue. It comes in, I'm not sure if we're calling this black or gray. Do we know? What's it called? Graphite. It's called graphite. All right. So neither black or gray, but the combination of the two, which would be graphite. And then I'm going to go with champagne on the third one here. Yeah. All right. So that's the one that I want right there. I want that champagne one, like Lori. Lori's coming up in a minute. But here's what you've got. And I want you to prepare yourself. Are you sitting down? So all the technologies from like the 80s until present are built into this, all right? So we'll start with some of the early technology, all right? Yes, there is a cassette player in this. You ready? There's your cassette player right in the front. So if you got old mixtapes, you could pop them in. There is a CD player in this as well, so you can play your CDs. You've got an AM/FM stereo tuner in here with an antenna, with a telescopic antenna on the back, so you can get all your favorite radio stations when you're at the beach or at the park or on a picnic. So you can record your mixtapes onto a cassette as well, or you record your voice as well, right? And guess what? The top of the line, to bring it into the present, it is also Bluetooth. What that means to you is that you can take your phone music or your music on your tablet, and you can broadcast it through the speakers on your Jensen Boombox. It's not super duper heavy, only weighs, oh gosh, it probably weighs about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. It'll go anywhere with you. You have 2 ways to be able to charge this. You can either plug it into the wall, or you can pop some C batteries in. I love that it takes batteries, because that brings me back to like the 70s and the 80s where we used to throw batteries in. That makes it, gives you the ability to take it to the beach and enjoy it. Lori Leland, my big pick, and of course my big pick is always Lori Leland. This is a great item, and Jensen, a company we've known about for years. My first stereo system, Lori, was a Jensen.
Oh my gosh, I'm a huge fan too. And thank you so much for adding me to your show today, Guy, with this gorgeous brand new Jensen. You nailed the colors. I'm loving the champagne, the blue, the beautiful graphite. And this really is your do-it-all music system and music center. You can carry it from room to room, take it to the beach, sit outside, enjoy all of your music, past, present, and future. Like you said, Guy, this does it all. I don't know if I've ever seen a more complete mini boombox since we've been offering them here at HSN. So this is very lightweight, as you mentioned, just a few pounds, so very easy to carry. It's got that great little handle built right into the top. You also have AM/FM radio, so this could be your emergency preparedness radio, if that helps you justify it. Just get the 6 C batteries for it, and there's where you dial in your perfect radio station. You also have that top-loading CD player, as you mentioned. So yeah, you can kick it old school and start listening to the music that is trapped on disc. I have a lot of CDs. I know a lot of us do, and I don't have a CD player in my living room. I don't have one in my bedroom. Now you do. You just carry this from room to room if you'd like. You also have, as you mentioned, that tape player. So yes, all you do is you pop in your old school tape, skinny side first. So you just pop it in just like this, and then you're going to be able to listen to your cassette tapes. But beyond that, you can even record. So make your own personal mixtapes off the radio. Remember, Guy, when we used to wait for the DJ to stop talking? Oh my gosh, this is the beginning of my favorite song. Tap record, and then you have that song saved forever that you can hand away to friends or loved ones. So much fun. I mean, really nostalgic for us, of course. And then I also love the fact that this is your Bluetooth speaker as well. So now you're going to be able to Bluetooth your music wirelessly from your phones, from your tablets, enjoy all of your favorite music services like iHeartRadio, Spotify, whatever you're into. This will stream that music wirelessly, and the sound quality, Guy, is absolutely amazing. You have these dual speakers built right in. The sound is room filling. It's bold. It's beautiful. Listen to the great sound that we're getting out of this. And I haven't even turned it up yet. Oh, Sounds so good, right?
I love it.
That.
I love
rich
that.
sound. And
I was gonna say,
yeah,
I love the shape of it. I love how it looks. I love the fact that we've got a little portable boombox wherever we need to go.
Right. Exactly, and great for Mother's Day, great for Father's Day, incredible for gift giving. But like you said, you know, a lot of us have been home. We want to enjoy music. We don't have that big system in one of the rooms of our houses. We can carry this anywhere. Take it on the go. So yes, we are including for you the power cable. So you plug this into wall power and listen to it just endlessly as long as you want. But then you also have a little battery compartment back here. So you pop in your 6C batteries and you can take this anywhere. You have that telescoping antenna. So again, consider this for emergency preparedness because now you have AM and FM radio. Consider this for playing all your old school music, your discs, your cassettes. Now you can even record onto blank cassettes, which crazy enough, they are readily available back in the marketplace. I couldn't believe it either. And then that Bluetooth speaker, what would you pay just for a Bluetooth speaker with incredible Jensen sound quality? I mean, this thing is loaded. It does everything, and it's beautiful, too.
And Mom can listen to music outside on the patio. If she wants to listen to her own music and doesn't want to listen to all the kids' music, she can do that as well. Dad could take this to work. He could take it boating, camping, fishing, take it to a picnic, take it to the beach. It'll go absolutely anywhere. I love that it works on C batteries. So, you know, because you buy them and it's, you know, the radio is not this big jumbo giant radio. You're not going to have to buy batteries very often, but having that emergency radio in a power failure is huge. It's amazing how many people do not have, you know, we offer radios that are just weather radios. We can't keep those things in stock. You got a full out weather radio, so you can listen to the latest news, current events, whatever's going on, and you can do it in style. I'm going to turn this on. I'm doing it backwards, but I'm going to hit play, and I want you to hear. I'm going to turn the volume up a little bit. Is that here? Yeah, and you can hear the great sound that's in there, right? You have dual speakers in the front. We have this is our little microphone so you can pick it up. But I love it. And to be able to play all the music off your phone as well is a really, really big deal. I'll turn that back down so it's not too loud. But super duper cool. Doesn't take up a lot of space, as you can see on the sides. I don't want to move this one because I have my microphone there, but I'll move this one over here. This is the graphite. I am teetering on either I'm going to get the one in champagne, which you're looking at, or this graphite gray. I kind of like this one. This looks more old school to me because this was pretty much, you got to realize, like back in the 80s, and late 70s, 80s, you really only had one choice. It was either black or silver, or two choices, or a combination of the two. So this kind of reminds me of that. But so neat to be able to pop in a CD, to be able to pop in a cassette very, very easily, your mixtape, to use your phone and be able to broadcast the sound out of this, to have the, you know, an AM, FM antenna in the back, so you can listen to local sports, you can listen to local news and weather. It is absolutely ideal. I'm going to turn this one back off so I can talk. So colors again, graphite. This one over here is the, what did we say this one was? Blue. How do you, that's a hard word, blue. Well, you never know, because sometimes it's like, you know, how many times do they call it teal? And I'm always like, that's not teal. All right, so this is, it's like a baby blue, all right? And then this one over here is called champagne. Lori, I love that you're popping it around there because it doesn't weigh much. My card doesn't say exactly how much it weighs, but it probably weighs like a pound and a half, 2 pounds at the most.
It's about 4 pounds.
Yeah, all right, so it's halfway there.
It's lighter, but it is, in the,
maybe that's because I'm so strong.
You are very strong. Very strong. Yeah, so about 4 pounds, right around in there. But I love that that handle folds flat, and then I love that Jensen thought of everything. And you said it, Jensen, they were in a bunch of the Fords, right? All of those great cars. They've been innovating incredible sound technology since 1915. Peter L. Jensen, he actually created the multiple speaker sound system and the loudspeakers. So we have a ton of technology packed right into this. But I also love that they didn't miss anything. You also have a headphone jack right at the back. And then, Guy, I know you always love this. So what if you don't have a newfangled device that has Bluetooth? Although pretty much every device in the last 10 years, phones and tablets, does have Bluetooth. But maybe you have some of your favorite music trapped on an old MP3 player. Don't worry about it. You also have the input back here. So you have that auxiliary jack where you can even plug in some of your older phones and tablets and MP3 players if you want to enjoy your music through these Jensen speakers. You have this great big screen that reads your CDs and shows you what track you're on. on. It's a 20-track programmable CD, so you can listen to your songs in order. You can repeat one, repeat all. Maybe you're working out, and that really motivates you. You can even do random play. I mean, it is amazing. All the buttons and controls, it just feels so old school to me, but with all of the newest, latest features. And guys, the sound quality is amazing. I'm like you, I'm kind of gravitating towards the champagne. I do love champagne. The blue is like this beautiful robin's egg blue. It's kind of a nice pastel blue that would be amazing for Mother's Day. And then, like you said, that graphite is kind of a gray and a black together. But I love that the rounded edges to it. I mean, it's just so decorator friendly if you are setting this bedside, or if it's in your kitchen, if it's in your living room, if you're using it outside. Super versatile with all of your musical needs in this one 4-pound player. Pretty amazing, right?
I would love to get this for Father's Day. You know, I mean, this would be such a great gift. You know what I love about it? It's not too expensive. You know, like Father's Day, you're like, I'm not gonna spend 150 bucks on Dad. You love Dad, but you know, maybe you don't have the money. Right. This is on sale and it's free shipping today. By the way, champagne will sell out first, so if you like the champagne, I'd get on board with that. We have it in the graphite, we have it in the blue. Remember, multiple ways to be able to utilize this. So whether you've got your old mixtapes, or whether you've got CDs, whether you have music on your phone, which we all do, right? We have, you know, I use SoundCloud, some of you use all the different music sources to be able to listen to your music. You can listen to that. It'd be great around holidays too, because you can bring your music wherever you go. You can bring it to work, out on the boat. My thought was, what a great size for bringing to the beach. Because, you know, when you go to the beach, you don't want a jumbo giant boombox. You want one that you can port, that's not too heavy, that has great sound. You don't need something that's gonna blow people off the beach. You want music in your own personal space. This is perfect. And by the way, we've got lots of great items on .com if you're looking for other items available, so we've got those too, but this is our feature item. We had originally had our turntable in here, but I thought, you know what, summertime's coming. I would probably prefer to get like a boombox rather than a record player, which I can really only use at home, because I know a lot of you are gonna be dying to get outside. So Laura, you got about 30 seconds left.
Yeah, okay, so this is your do-it-all boombox. And Guy, I'm so delighted you added this to the show today. It's never been seen before, so saved for you, and thanks for pulling it in today. Does everything. AM, FM radio, top-loading CD player that you can listen random, or you could do your programming with. You also have that front-loading, and I absolutely love that it does cassette as well, and you're even going to be able to record onto cassette from the AM, FM radio. This is a Bluetooth speaker, so you can wirelessly stream any of your music. It only weighs about 4 pounds. Really compact. Love the rounded look to this. It is very 80s style. That nostalgia is here. Great gift, like you said, for Dad for Father's Day, Mom for Mother's Day, or just fun to have around the house or take on the go.
It looks like a little Volkswagen from the front, right? A Beetle, like with a smiley face. That's it. Turn it around the other way. Look, looks like a little Volkswagen with eyes. All right. If you want to get it, 749-403. Lori, thank you, darling. Good to see you.
Thank you, my darling. Great to see you always. All
right. Hey, remember, you can shop the entire Jensen selection over there and many other stereo pieces of equipment over there on hsn.com. There's the Bluetooth turntable I was talking about earlier. That's still available if you want to pick that up, and a variety of other great electronics. So shop hsn.com for all your electronics needs. Look at all that. We got weather radios, got everything there. All right. So turn back the clocks to about, I think it was mid-November. It was the first time I ever aired this product. We sold it out in like one airing. This is from Bell & Howell. You all know that company. They make our disc lights and all our other cool electronics, a lot of our other stuff here at HSN. So when I saw this then, I was like, oh my gosh, this is one of the coolest gifts you could give anybody. Now I'm thinking more like Father's Day and Mother's Day. This is our 1080p full HD camcorder binoculars. Yes, they took binoculars and they mounted a camcorder to them, so you can get as tight on the action, right? Whether you're at a parade or you're at a sporting event, you're watching your kids at their football game, soccer game, baseball game, t-ball, whatever, you can focus in with 12 times magnification, plus you can record it. It also takes digital images as well. So it's got the fog-proof frame. It is water-resistant. It is absolutely beautiful. Now, it's a traditional set of binoculars, right? If you just want to use it as regular binoculars, there they are, right? And they're adjustable. You've got your way to adjust your focus right there on the top. They're very, very compact. They come with a little case. They are rechargeable, so you don't have to worry about getting a battery for these. You recharge it and take it out. So if you want to use the digital camera, you just charge it up. We'll give you an SD card. The SD card goes inside it. That's what you record on. But how cool is it to be able to check out all your favorite things, whether it's you're a bird watcher or you love nature or all that stuff. It combines two amazing technologies of being able to get in really close with items, which is what binoculars do, but at the same time, it allows you to record that. So if there's some special event that you want to see and you're too far away, now you can get in on it nice and close. I love this. We're going to show you some amazing video. My special guest is Joe Harrison. He's Skyping in to tell us all about it. The item number is 727-677. Joe, you remember back right before Christmas, we aired this, I think, one time, gone. They went really quickly. Yep.
And it's such a cool concept because a lot of us have had binoculars, especially if we've been stuck inside of our house. You know, during quarantine, guy, we have 3 bird feeders that we ended up buying in our house. Now I see the squirrels, I see the birds, I see the robins, and I'm able to zoom in, not just one time, not 2 times, 12 times magnification. So that means that bird feeder that's 60 feet away feels like it's 5 feet away.
Yeah.
And if it's a new bird I've never seen, I can pop that screen open, tap that one button, you're gonna hear the chimes, it's gonna turn itself on. Now I have a 2-inch screen to see what action I have, and then with one touch of a button, I can record a video, I can record a photo if I want to. If you're a little shaky, this even has image stabilization. But when you're recording it 1080p resolution. So it's not a subpar camera. This is high definition video that you're able to record high definition stills to. With just the memory card we include today, you can take 23,000 photos attached to this. Now there is a battery that's built in for the camera, but if you're not using the camera, you don't need a battery for the binoculars. But Guy, I want to show you what 12 times zoom looks like. Because I went to the zoo with the kids, and I went to go see the bald eagles. And it's always a beautiful big exhibit, but the bald eagle is lost somewhere in that field. So that is what 1 time is. And if I want to go to 12 times zoom,
wow,
that's how close he looks now.
Wow.
I mean, it goes literally from lost in the woods to boom, there he is right in front of your face. And then with one touch of a button, I can now record in high definition. Just look how beautiful it is. You can see the individual feathers. You can see the color to his beak. You can see the talons down below. That's quality detail you don't get. So even if you're just going out and about to a park, to a zoo, Guy, you can zoom in that close 12 times now with a great pair of binoculars.
Joe, and I noticed that your image is very still. So how did that, because normally, you know, if you get the shakes, how does that work?
It's automatic, guys. So I kind of put my elbow onto the little fence post there and was holding it still.
Yeah.
But because it has that image stabilization in there, it makes it even better. So if you're one of those people where you're walking down the street and you walk down the beach and things are a little wobbly, don't worry about it. It's going to come out with that image stabilization. Even the zebra here, that we took a picture of the zebra, this guy was about 100 feet away. Now he looks like he's less than 10 feet away. You can even count the individual stripes on this guy there because of the detail in it.
Yeah.
It makes you look like a professional photographer. And Guy, if I went to the zoo, normally I wouldn't have my binoculars because I didn't know they existed. I would have my cell phone. And my cell phone cost me $1,000, Guy. It has a 2-time zoom. This is 12, like 2 times. You never try to zoom in on your photo and it looks all grainy, it looks all pixelated. It's real 12 times optics. So everything 120 feet away feels like it's just 10 feet
Joe,
away.
it's funny because my dad was a real avid outdoorsman. So he was a fisherman, he was a hunter for years and years and years. And he had the coolest pair of binoculars. They weighed about 15 pounds. They were huge. They were this big. But I remember I would get up, you know, when my brother and our brothers and I would get up, my dad, he used to get up super early and he would be drinking coffee and he would either be out on the deck or we had a giant picture window right beyond our dining room table and he would sit in one of the chairs and he'd have his binoculars and he had a bird feeder out there hanging. He actually hung it from a tree, had foil on it because he couldn't stand the squirrels. Although he did feed the squirrels separately. I think that's why he was so mad. He's like, your food's over over there. Don't eat. But anyway, Joe, he would sit there and he would just marvel at it. And he'd be like, kids, come here, look at this cardinal. Look at this cardinal.
Right.
Now, you know that birds are pretty sketchy, right? They don't want nobody around. If you get near them, you can't see them. And he had such an affinity for cardinals. In fact, you know, every time I see cardinals, I think my dad is coming to visit me. But it's like, it's so amazing to see them that close up, because normally creatures like squirrels and birds and butterflies and hummingbirds, things that, you know, I do this garden show, all that stuff, you normally can't get close to it because most of those animals are very, very nervous around human beings, right? This is a way to be able to get in and see nature at its best, right? At its most pure form, where they're not even aware that you're there. And Joe, having the ability to record that, you know, for your little ones, and be like, hey, look what Daddy found this morning. Because a lot of times, you know, your kids aren't around when you're looking through the binoculars. You can save that moment on an SD card. And by the way, we're giving you the SD card. It's a 32 millimeter objective lens, and when you combine that with the magnifier, you get 12 times magnification. So to Joe's point, if you are 60 feet away, you're only 5 feet away through your eyes. So you are literally coming right in on the action. Mother's Day's coming up in May. We've got Father's Day coming up in June. This would be such a wonderful gift. It comes with the little carrier, so you can take it wherever you are. You know, like I said, when I was a kid, it was amazing. A lot of people had binoculars, but then they kind of, I wouldn't say fell out of favor. They just fell out of style. People stopped buying them, and and they're such an amazing tool. Not only a learning tool, but just a tool to enjoy. You know, you go to a parade, you can't see anything. You know, we have that race thing down in where is it, St. Pete? We do that Grand Prix thing. Most people are 50, 100, 200 feet away. They can't even see the action. When you're out on a boat here in Florida, you know, you look at it like, oh, look, dolphins. They're a quarter mile away, right? You get to them, you know what the dolphins do. As soon as you get there, they're like, okay, we'll be back after you leave. And that's what they do. With this, you get to see whatever you want. You get to record it. It truly is great. It is $10 off, feature price, only $28, because everything is on 5 Flex during customer appreciation. For me, Joe, this is just one of those items that is so special and literally opens up a whole world to people that they've never seen before.
You're right, it does. And we haven't had binoculars until we got these. And I'm with you. I grew up with a set of binoculars. My dad had as well. And then I ended up bringing these home, and now my kids are using them. My daughter went out to walking on a nature trail. She took a bunch of photos and created a slideshow for school with them. And it's just like the kids, they love getting out. And it's a nice family, wholesome thing to be able to have a set of binoculars and teach your kids about the nature. But bringing that action to you is really what Bell and Howell is going to do. Because right now, Guy, I'm across the river here. There's a lighthouse that you can't see because it's just so far away. But with 12 times zoom, I go from can't see it at all to there's the lighthouse right there. I can even count the windows that are across the top. Even if you're looking down at the bay, you know, there is a boat that you're just playing a video. You can't see that boat that's under the bridge. But now with one touch of a zoom, I'm getting that close, and I can record photos, and I can record high definition video. So now start to think about, okay, I'm gonna start getting out more. I'm gonna start, my kids are gonna have these summer activities. Over last year, a friend of ours, their daughter was a senior in high school, and we had to sit so far away in the football stands, and it was her last football game that she's gonna cheer for. Guy, we brought our Bell and Howell binoculars, and even though she was almost 200 feet away, she was so close now because I have those binoculars, and that was her final moment. And your cell phone is only 2 times. This is 12 times. So this misses the memory. This captures all those
Joe,
memories.
I was at Tropicana Field, you know, a few years back when Danny graduated from high school, and you know, it was back before all the crud that we went through, and we were actually in the bleacher, in the stands at Raymond James, and the kids came out. I remember when they filed out, and they were at least 400 to 500 feet away from us, right? Because they wouldn't let us come down close to the field. We were all up in a certain section. I remember seeing like 200 people all trying to get the image on their cell phone. And if you ever tried to, if you do try to magnify on your phone, good luck getting a regular picture. It shakes like you couldn't believe. This accounts for that with the image stabilization. Plus, remember, 12 times zoom versus most phones, which maybe have 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is, you get right in, but you get a machine that is made to record. It's a digital camera, much higher quality than the phone camera that you have. So you're going to get incredible images. ages, whether it's your kids, nature, sporting events, the ocean, the mountains, wherever you love to go, get one of these. You get everything that you need. And by the way, it's a rechargeable internal battery, so you don't have to worry about buying more batteries. It plugs in, USB, plug it in, charge it up, take it with you. I would always have this in the glove box of my car because you never know what you're gonna run into, Joe. You never know when a special moment is gonna come, and now you can get, not only record it, but get in nice and tight to be able to see it as well.
Or even just the summertime events, as you're getting out of the house, you know, maybe the kid's going to start soccer practice again. To be able to record it, you got it. And keep in mind, you don't need the batteries for the binoculars. They work perfectly without it.
Yeah, without them.
But in case you need to see, you just pop up that 2-inch screen. Guy, you're getting it every single time.
Thank you, Joe. Great job. Love this item.
Good to see you.
727-677. Hey, by the way, the Boombox, people going crazy for it. I would guess that the champagne is probably the best seller. Because Pat told me. Anyway, if you still want to get it, we have them available. Here it is. Now, remember, the best of all technologies from 1980 until the present. So you got your cassette player. So if you want to play cassettes, pop it open, throw a cassette in there. And by the way, you can record on cassette too, right off the radio. So if you want to record a game or whatever it is, or music, you can do that as well. Guess what else it has? Oh, CD player on top. Top loading CD player. I pop a CD in there, I'm good to go. AM, FM radio with a telescopic antenna. I can listen to the news. I can listen to the weather. I can listen to sporting events that are not on TV, which happens. Sometimes they get blacked out. You can listen to them on the radio. Best part, Bluetooth, which means all the music that's on your phone will play wirelessly through these speakers. Take it to the beach, take it to the park, take it on a picnic, take it wherever you go, take it to the office. You're going to a party, you want a little music, it's ideal. And I love the size of it. Only weighs 4 pounds, comes in 3 colors. You can get it in the blue, you can get it in that champagne color, and then we also have the graphite, which is the color that I like. So, which may or may not matter to you. But anyway, just figured I'd say that. Get it home, 749-403, on sale and free shipping and handling. You're gonna love that. Get it home. And have you seen our today's special from Ninja? So let me just give you the heads up on this. If you go to try to find this anywhere else, you may find it at a price that's competitive, but wait till you see how big their shipping is. I went to one place, the shipping was over $70, all right? So they get you. Ours is the lowest price anywhere, and this is the dual zone. This is my pick for an air fryer because guess what? You've got 2 separate oven compartments inside, which means you can cook your meats on one side and your veggies or your starches on the other, so you have dual zone cooking. It is phenomenal. Free shipping today, comes in a variety of colors. You have temperature control up to 450 degrees. You can slow cook at 100 or dehydrate. You can bake, roast, air fry, regular fry. You can do everything you want inside here, and the food comes out crispy and yummy with a fraction of the fat and calories. If you want to get it, order it right now. You see all the colors that we have right there are still in stock. That turquoise color, ooh, that is really, really nice. Anyway, that's coming up at the top of our next hour, so make sure you stick around for that. So, gonna continue on here, and we're gonna talk about air purifying. So, in our world, we are cleaning everything, right? We're washing our hands, we're making sure that we wear the mask, we do all this different stuff. We wash our clothes every day, you know, we take showers, wash our hair. What do you do about the air that you breathe? It's the most important thing when you think about it. Anything that's floating around in the air, you want to try to capture before it gets into your lungs, and I'm talking about anything. So you know what I'm saying. Whether it's cooking odors, smoke, pollen. My poor director, Rebecca, right now lives out in the woods in a beautiful place, and she said the pollen is terrible. If you've got allergies, it's a nightmare for you. This is a perfect machine for you. It is, what I would like to say is, it could be your first perfect first air purifier. This will work in a 10 by 10 room, so an average size room. Could be your bedroom, it could be your playroom, you know, a game room, wherever you want. It could be your office, if you have an office at work. It's gonna purify the air, but here's where the rubber meets the road. It is true HEPA filtration. There are a lot of air purifiers on the market that don't use HEPA. HEPA's that high particulate, you know, it gets the really, really small stuff. And some of the smallest little molecules out there are smoke, which is why you can always smell something burning before you see smoke, right? You're like, something's burning around here, right? That's how tiny those little molecules are, but it'll get the dander from your pets, it'll get the floating around, the feces from dust mites, all those things that make you cough up that awful stuff. You know, anybody that's found something in their nose knows, okay, there's stuff in the air, and that's how it filters out. Why not let this do it for you? I love the shape and the size of it. It is a perfectly designed machine, not too big, not too small. It has the multi-level filtration inside. The HEPA filter is right underneath here. It has a beautiful night light, which is set on a sleep timer, so it'll turn off in the middle of the night, or you can just turn it off altogether. It is a very small footprint, which means it can go absolutely anywhere. A lot of air purifiers are about 3 or 4 times the size of this, and you're like, where am I gonna put that thing? This is beautiful, and again, it glows as it's working. I have it available in 2 colors. It comes in graphite, or it comes in white. You will get one of these dual action HEPA filters, so you've got HEPA filtration on one side, and then you have the charcoal embedded filter on the other. The charcoal will eliminate things like odors, smoke. It also does things like VOCs and stuff like that, which kind of float around in the air. And then your particulate filter will get all the other stuff that you can't see, right? And those are the things that get into your lungs. Lowest price I have ever seen on this unit. It is $40 off. They even threw in free shipping and handling. So if you've always wanted an air purifier and you want to get your dip your toes in the water, don't want to spend $150, but want something that's going to clean your air several times in an hour, this is the machine for you. It is a customer pick right there on hsn.com. The item number is 740557, and waiting very patiently as I continue to talk and talk and talk is the lovely and talented Megan Clementi, who I never get to see. Hello, my dear, how are you?
Hello, Guy. I'm so excited to see you, and I'm excited that you love the color graphite, because if you got the graphite Boombox, now you can have your matching graphite HEPA filter, right?
Matchy.
So this color is brand new. It's exclusive to HSN. You're not going to find it anywhere else. And yes, this smart deal price, never ever have I seen it anywhere. This is 40% off, and you're getting true HEPA. So let's break it down. We are more aware of our air quality than we've ever been before. We know that there are invisible threats, things that we can't see, things that we can't smell, that could be irritating us. We're now in allergy season. 40 million Americans have allergies. So what do we need to do? If we want to live our most comfortable life, we need to get those allergies out of the air. We need to trap them, and we're going to do that by using this 2-in-1 filtration system. And I say system because not only do you have the 2 filters in the unit, but it literally is one piece. So when you use this and it sucks up all those nasty particulates, I'm talking about 99.97% of odors, of the VOCs, of the allergens, of living microorganisms like mold spores. When this is done in approximately 6 months or 4,300 hours, you toss one item and you replace it with one item. It is a 2-in-1 system that is super easy to use. And this is the time you're going to want to use it, because right now the EPA says that our indoor air quality is 2 to 5 times more polluted than outdoors. And we know that allergens are outdoors. So if our indoor air quality is worse than outside, and we're trying to escape the allergens by going inside, that's like a double whammy. It's just not working. You put one of these, your Pure Zone Halo, in your home, you will immediately feel the difference. One of our reviews from Texas said, I've had bad allergies. I've had many air purifiers over the years. This is the first one that I could tell made a difference the first time I used it. So go and see why this is a customer pick. 91% 5-star rating. And oh my goodness, only $59.99. Are you kidding me? There's so many amazing things. And we're going to jump into additional reasons why. But, Guy, you had the smoke box demo, I believe, with you.
Yep.
So when we get around to that, we're really going to see how it's able to pull in the air from 360 degrees. I mean, you're seeing the front of the unit. All those little grills, they go all the way around. The drum is centrally located, so it's pulling in from the front. So even if you have this near a side wall or near the back of a wall, like on a shelf, you don't have to worry about the unit being incapable of pulling in the air from behind like most units. It pulls it in from the front, and then it exits from the top. So if you do have it on a desk, it's not going to be like a fan that's blowing right at your face, drying out your eyes. It escapes from the top. So many ingenious ways about this machine.
And it's beautiful. It really, you know, most air purifiers are kind of not the greatest looking things. This thing is beautiful. People are going to come to your house and just think it's like some sculpture that you have in the corner. They won't even believe that it's actually purifying the air, which is so neat. What we're going to do, we're going to do our smoke demo first, and then I'm going to ask Rebecca to have the lights turned down, because I want you to see how it looks at night, because it's really, really pretty with the glowing light. So we've got a chamber here. Jimmy's gonna fill it full of smoke. We already turned it on, and so it's already gonna start working. So we'll put some smoke in here, and what I want you to see, and then we'll turn the smoke off, is how quickly it will eliminate that. Look at that. I mean, this thing was chock full of smoke, and that chamber will get clearer and clearer and clearer. And you gotta remember that smoke is one of the smallest particles that's out there. Look at it, it's almost completely clear. When you compare it to other particles, like a human hair is about 80 to 100 microns, and if you go down the list, pollen is 30. Look where smoke is, 0.3, which is why, you know, if you've ever been outside, even here in Florida, if we know that there's like a forest fire or a field on fire, you smell it, but you don't see the smoke, right? Because the molecules are so small. So it's gonna, if it can get smoke, it'll easily get pet dander, it'll get household dust, all those things that float around, and it'll do it in such a beautiful multi-level way. Here's the unit itself. I'll show you the product features first. So very easy to operate. There's an on and off button that also has your filter reset indicator. So when you do eventually buy a new filter, you pop it in, you get it back to square one. The mood light and sleep mode, you can program that, okay, to be able to automatically turn off at a certain time at night. So, you know, just stay on until you fall asleep. It has 3 fan speeds. So if you like a little background noise, you can have it. If you want it to be more silent, you can put it on the first speed. And then, of course, you have an automatic timer, which gives you a 2-hour, a 4-hour, and an 8-hour automatic shut-off time as well. So you're not wasting energy. This is what it looks like when it sits in the room. It really is beautiful. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. They put this very relaxing, sort of an indigo blue light behind it, and that just glows. You don't have to have that on. I just kind of like I said, this is so artistic. I kind of like the way it looks. It's only about the size of, like, I'd say just about a basketball cut in half. That's about the size. So if you want to use it tabletop, if you want to put it next to your computer, if you want to have it in the kitchen, you know, maybe you're cooking bacon or you burnt some popcorn in the microwave and you're like, I want to get rid of that smell. Bring it in there. It is perfect for that. This is 40% off today. All right, it was $100, it is now $60. You can get it home with free shipping and handling. If you want to get a bigger discount, get a brand new HSN credit card, we'll put $10 in your account and you can get this home for $49.99. But to me, you know, Megan, it's so much different than the other you know, purifiers on the market. It still has a lot of the great features that we love in those, but it's a great looking one. So if you have an apartment, or maybe you're living in a, you know, an apartment with your, you know, a dorm or something like that, you want to have purer air to breathe, this is the way to do it.
Absolutely. We always talk about how gorgeous the design is because you're not seeing spherical designs with items that are anything but artwork. So this is your decor, but it's also purposeful. It does have these great little legs at the bottom, so you don't have to worry about it rolling away. It's gonna stay where it is. But whenever I see something spherical, it kind of reminds me of infinity or continuous, like it's just gonna keep going. There's no sharp curves. It's very modern, sophisticated. This is our introduction of the graphite color. I think this is fantastic for guys, for anyone that has more of an edgy home that likes to experiment with the darker colors, it's great. But then we still have the white, which is so traditional, but sophisticated, classy. So many people are going to the white cabinets, very bright white rooms. This will blend right in. And again, it's just gonna look like a piece of decor in the background, except it has a really big purpose. It's actually cleaning all the air that you would be breathing. You mentioned the boogers in the nose. Yeah. We produce boogers to catch the particulates. So when you snuff that back into your body, you're just taking it in. And when there's so many particulates, it's all going into our lungs. So instead, I don't want to do that. I don't want boogers, Megan, and I don't want to breathe it.
Megan said boogers.
I said it like 3 times.
You know what?
But instead,
you know
look
me.
at those filters.
I'm a loaded cannon. You know, I mean, because it's the reality of it. Anybody that has, you know, has been out in the cold, you know, come inside or worked out. You know, guys that are in landscaping or construction. I mean, you come in and you're like, man, you could use a shovel in there. It's terrible, but it's your body's way of keeping things out of your lungs. This is what that replicates right here. Okay, here we have a brand new filter. This one's a brand new filter right here. This one is 3 months old. All right, look at the difference in these filters. And now I'll put it up to my chest. So, all right, what do you want in your lungs, right? You want this one or do you want this? So if you have ever been ill and you cough up something and you're like, yeah, did that come out of me? Or you pick something out of your nose and you're like, what planet do I live on? Where does that come from? That's just the air that we breathe. You know, Megan, anybody that's taken a pillow off a sofa and gone over to like where the sun is and you smack the pillow, and what do you see? You see like a million little things flying off it. That's dust, dander, feces from dust mites. That's all stuff that's floating around. And to Megan's earlier point, your indoors is dirtier than your outdoors because there's not a replenishment of fresh air. So you're basically breathing the same old air, and your environment, you know, if you walk around and you take your hand and you put it across the top of your TV, look at your hand. Dust. It happens. It's part of our world. You don't want to keep breathing that in, especially as you get older. You know, as our immune system starts to you know, sort of get less and less. We want to do as much as we can to keep our bodies healthy and to keep ourselves strong. This is one of those things that can help with that because it's an extra step to get rid of all that crap in the air before it goes inside you. You'll feel better. In my opinion, you will sleep better. I have had air purifiers, Megan, for probably 14 or 15 years. I got my very first ones here. I didn't even know you needed them until I came to HSN. Then I was like, you know, it all makes sense. I mean, that stuff's floating all over, and I breathe every couple of seconds. I mean, you know, you could go without food for what, three weeks, 3 months, 3 weeks, right? 3 weeks without food, yeah. 3 days without water.
You can go 2 months. What? You can go 2 months without food.
Okay.
2 weeks without water, and you can go 4 minutes or less without air. I literally just read this in my superfood book last night.
Crazy.
4 minutes is the max that anyone can go without air.
Right? The most important thing. And for $59, you can take care of it. It's only $12 on FlexPay. If you're wondering what FlexPay is, it's the way we divide the price up. There's no interest or anything on it. Just take 5 months to pay it off. Frees up your money for other things, and the shipping and handling is free. Remember, you could only get the graphite right here. Over 300 people have already picked it up. I'm so excited for you. Our most affordable, fully featured HEPA filtration air purifier right here for you. It is our brand new smart deal. This is the graphite gray, which is exclusive. You can also get it in the white. Very easy to operate, very simple controls on the top. Your on-off button, your reset for your filter, your sleep button for your glow light, your ability to adjust the level, so 1, 2, or 3, depending on how much you want to, how much you want to kick it up, and then you have your timer on the end. But I just think everybody should at least try it, Megan, because if you've never used an air purifier before, this is a great place to get started.
Oh, absolutely. And again, if you go online and you read our reviews, you're going to see that viewers said the exact same thing. You at home felt that you love this product so much immediately that you gave us 5-star reviews. People are saying they saw a reduction in dust. They're saying that they started to breathe easier or better immediately, that they saw results immediately. That's the power of true HEPA. You cannot be fooled by HEPA-like or HEPA-tech because it doesn't do the same job. We're talking about capturing up to 99.97% of all the particulates in the air. So the big stuff, hair, dust, maybe dead skin cells, maybe even some bugs, but we're talking about the really little stuff. We're talking about the smoke that is so difficult to get out. We're talking about the volatile organic compounds, those VOCs. We always think about those like at a store or in an industrial setting, but no, it's in stain-free carpeting. It's in the paint in our walls. It's in our furniture from the glue. If you're at a crafter, all those things that you're smelling from the glue. If you're, doing your nails, the hairspray, all that's in your home and you're processing it, but you don't have to is the thing. We don't wash our dishes. We don't wash our clothes anymore. We have something doing it for us. The true HEPA is amazing at what it does, and it's so easy to use. I did want to show you that by simply touching the sleep button, if you don't want this beautiful light, you don't have to have it. You can push the sleep mode and within 3 seconds, it turns off automatically, which is fantastic because when I put this on my husband's side of the bed and he's already asleep, I can push this and I still have enough light to walk around my bed so I don't trip over his shoes or my kids' toys. So there's so many awesome benefits. But yes, I do want to say it does have that 2, 4, and 8-hour timer. So you're talking about longevity, you're talking about efficiency, you're talking about energy saving, and at the best price we've ever offered, and I'm assuming will ever offer.
Yeah, you know what? We have so many different air purifiers here, and they're all great, but you don't see one that's with this kind of with these kind of specs for $59. So get it home today. Close to 500 of you picked it up, Megan. It's wonderful to see you, and I hope to see you again soon.
I do too. It's been way too long, sir.
I know. All right, see you, Megan. Have a good day. 740-557 is the item number if you want to pick it up. Don't forget, you can shop all kinds of great things over there at hsn.com. Lots of great smart deals. Hey, Pat, do we have time to talk about Luster Lab? All right. So we got an item, and we've only got about 500 of them left. It's one of my favorite items in our garden show. It's called Luster Lab LXR. It is this acrylionic formula that will restore that showroom finish to your car. All you do is wash it. When you see the sheeting action about the water comes off there, so it doesn't bead, the water shears off the top of your car, and it fills in all the little gaps and all the little crevices and all that that acrylic that originally goes on your car that gives it that shine. Look at the before and after. You see that deep, rich color on the Sierra to the right, but to the left, you see it's kind of graying a little bit. It's losing that finish. You will get 10 car washes. What does it cost, Pat? Is it $19.95 still? 10 car washes for less than $20. The stuff is amazing. You don't even have to dry your car. The water completely sheets off in one sheet. There's no water droplets, so you're not gonna get those dried out on your car. 560 of these remain. 745-923. Get it, love it. We're gonna come back with the best value of the day from Ninja. Stick around.
As the COVID-19 vaccines become available, you may have questions. And that's normal. So for the latest information, visit